The 2025 election is well underway. Billy the Fridge, yo mama, you decide. And the show goes on.
Rewind World Order.
Or's in the chat. Show me where you're at. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching LolcowRewind. Rewind. I'm your host, Billy the Fridge, and it's been one hell of a day. We're going to get it underway, bring you my co-host tonight, as always, Zay Zoonin. How you doing?
I am doing great today. It has been a really weird day, Billy.
Yeah, it has.
The curse of the LCU is upon us all, because now, Scooter was missing for live. Hopefully he's going to be back for nuts.
Yeah, that boy not doing too well.
Yeah. I heard, so hopefully we'll see him back for nuts. And then we had all the chaos over there that went down between Cash and Queens. They had a whole battle today. Did you get to see any of that?
I didn't get to watch, but I had my birds tell me, aka my mom, gave me a recap. And I think, did everything mellow out?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
Because at one point, Denmark was going to get fired, right?
Yeah, there was a misunderstanding. So he got kicked from the server because Mike thought he said one thing. But once Denmark got to talk to Keem, I assume he played him like the clip of what actually happened, and it got cleared up. So initially, Mike thought, according to the chat and the intern Luna, who came up on the stream, that Denmark was talking about his kids, that he had been like talking some smack on his kids, like that he called them like autistic or something like that. But that wasn't what actually happened. I do have the clip of what he actually said right here.
Okay, we have Denmark in waiting, so we'll bring him up after we play the clip. How's that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Be able to get his
exactly what I was wanting
opinion. His opinion on things. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on LolcowRewind, we're going to cover just about everything we possibly can. But of course, if there's anything you want us to cover that we might be missing, you know what to do. Let us know.
Absolutely.
To all due respect, bruh. Like, listen, you like, I was talking shit on them, and both Tina and Mike, they're like, yeah, he talking crazy about at least making money. Can you do 50 humiliation rituals a week just to barely be able to pay rent? And you just lost your wife. Now what? Like, gang, yo, keep talking slick on my name. I'm a go steal Bridget. I'm taking your ex-wife, Mike, and I'm taking your son too. I'm gonna be the best dad that he'll ever have. What the fuck? Come on now, bruh. What the fuck? Don't talk, bro. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna start a college fund right now for your son just to make sure he has a good life. And it's my fault because you are literally 200,000 humiliation rituals away from even thinking about putting that boy through college, bro.
So that's what he actually said. It wasn't anything about calling his kids autistic or anything. He basically just said, I'm gonna become the stepdaddy and steal your girl.
Does he know Mike has like millions of dollars and does this just for fun and to help Tina?
He mentioned that in his shit talking. He was on a whole rant about Queens, Mike, Savage, Tina, all that shit. He even mentioned that Mike was a millionaire, but he was like, he didn't give a fuck. But you can bring him in and ask him.
All right. Denmark, you're live on LolcowRewind.
What's good? Let me turn on my camera real quick. Hold up.
How'd things go?
All right, there we go. Hi.
Hey.
Hey guys, Steven, man.
How are things going now?
Honestly,
you almost got fired today, huh?
It's been going great. Yeah, I did. Nah, but the thing is, though, I don't think I was actually gonna get fired because nothing I said was that insane. You get what I mean?
Yeah, you just
And it was definitely like definitely crazy.
You insinuated that Mike wouldn't be able to afford to put his kids through college, right?
Yeah, I was talking crazy.
Yeah.
You know how I do,
Yeah.
man. Like that's really my thing. The thing is, though, like the whole situation, I don't think that I don't think it was that crazy. I'm gonna be honest, especially not from and I'm gonna give Mike some credit as well because I don't think the way that he reacted to the whole situation was that insane when you really break it down. You know, like he had a couple of people in chat saying that I was just talking mad shit about his child.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't, you know, like, how would you react if someone came in chat and they said, yo, like, just as an example, hypothetically, yo, Denmark, he's on stream right now, he's talking shit about your grandson or whatever, he's saying this and that, you know, you'd feel some type of way, especially when you're on air, you know what I mean, like you're on air, you don't have time to go back and watch the clip or whatever. It's just
Damn,
like
Billy, he thinks you're so old you're a grandpa.
Well,
That's
yeah, no.
crazy.
If someone was talking bad about my grandson, I'd go beat my grandson's ass for getting judged by people online. You can't get judged by people online. Number one rule: don't
Now,
let
you're
people
right,
online
but-
talk about you.
Exactly, man. Nah, but the thing is, what do you mean? Nah, the thing is though, like I don't think anything he did was that crazy. I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, like yeah. The thing is though, I'm a professional shit stirrer, right? Like when I talk about you, it's really like to get under your skin. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a victim for whatever happened or for people trying to get me fired or me getting kicked from the Discord because like I knew what was gonna happen. I knew that I was gonna get a reaction. Not it was gonna be that crazy.
Well, yeah,
But I obviously knew something was gonna happen. And on top of
So
that,
you're an
after everything
intentional rage baiter.
of course I am. The fuck, but you don't think I had like planned out that whole spiel about him, Tina, and Savage before I even went live hours before that? Come on, bro. I knew exactly what was gonna happen in that stream. And
are you worried now that you're gonna have an enemy in Queens, or you think things have been chill over there now? You worked
not
through
at
it.
all. The thing is, like after everything went down, I joined back into Queen's VC. Me and him talked it out, and even then, he DM'd me and he apologized. He was like, "Listen, you can talk shit. I didn't know that it wasn't that crazy." And the thing is too, like it's a boy who cried wolf situation as well, right? Because I'm known for just being a fucking like an asshole and saying the craziest shit. I've already been in a controversy this week where I went a little too far and I could have said like, and I said something that could have been TOS. So it's like, you know, like it really is what it is. And Kid Behind the Camera, he apologized, you know, like he said, "Listen, I didn't mean to do all that. I don't think he could have handled it better." Like if like I put myself in his situation, I don't think he could have done anything better, like or anything else.
Yeah.
Like realistically.
Well, I think that's good to hear. Good to hear you guys worked it out. Good to hear you're positive about it. Good to hear you're going to be back on your bullshit as soon as tomorrow.
Hell
Fucking
yeah,
with people.
Yeah. Yo, you're next, Billy. On God, bro. Yo.
Yeah, you already
I'm
talking
playing.
shit about him today. Don't think I didn't hear that. I was
Yeah, you
watching.
heard that? I was not talking shit. I used to as an example of people I don't want to be. The fuck? Come on now.
No, it's all
You can
good.
watch the clip.
It's all good. I understand the game. I'm a fan of you trying.
Nah, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I did. Cause you trying to be president. But fuck you, bro. Your mama want me as vice president, bro. That's the thing. Like I can't. Yo, I gotta put you down. Smear campaign or whatever the fuck, bro. Like we not letting you win this vote, bro. I need to be in power. Come on now.
Okay, here's the thing. My mole has to be Billy's vice president, but what if we make you like the jester, like the court jester?
Yo, you can't put me in Billy's like office too, bro. Cause then it's just like shit. What the fuck was I supposed to do then?
Then you have to vote for Billy because you were gonna vote for Billy
Look,
initially, and then you switched up because your mama
Denmark.
offered you power that he can't offer.
Who
you.
cares about being vice president? Join my side and you can be the treasurer. You're for Lolcow Cash.
Yo, I feel like I'm getting.
You should be in charge
I'm
of the
getting
treasury.
pulled from every side.
You should be in charge.
Lying.
You should be in charge of the treasury. It's in the name.
Your mama
Lolcow
not gonna be happy
Cash.
when you hear that shit.
We'll see. It's all good. Anything else you got to say about everything? It sounds like everything ended well because for a second I thought you were on the outs. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, nah, it was never gonna be like that. And on top of that, I've seen a lot of people in my chat and people who really like Cash blame Keem for kicking me. Again, what the fuck was he supposed to do? Like, he has to, like, one of his main people on the main show saying, yo, listen, fire Denmark else I'm fucking out, never doing anything again. But, like, realistically, he didn't watch the show. He has his own life going on. He's just hearing this shit from, like, a third party. Obviously, like, taking me is whatever. I talked to him afterwards very quickly. Just explain everything, and I was back within like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest reason you got kicked more than anything, not him not knowing what was going on. Remember when he told you like not to join back in the stream and then somebody dragged you back in and you didn't know who it was? So Keem probably thought you joined back on your own because it was chaos. I was watching both streams at the same time and Keem had no clue what the fuck was going on whatsoever. So I think he was just trying to diffuse everybody.
I think it was Mike who kept dragging me back up, but like I was just chilling. I was just in my own VC. Like I had no plans on going back up, but it is what it is. Like, nah, that's really all I gotta say about the situation, man. It's all good. I don't have any like resentment towards Kid behind the camera. I don't think he could have done anything worse, like better than what he did.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't have any hard feelings over this shit. You seem to get it. This is entertainment. We're just fucking around. We're doing the best we can to put on a show. And the fact that you didn't freak out, the fact that you didn't crash out means you're probably in a good position to be farming some of these fucking cows.
Exactly.
He was unbelievably calm. It was crazy.
Yeah, but remember, people said I was gonna burn out, right? I wasn't gonna last more than 3 days. What happened?
He said that whole fucking stream. His point right now on his stream is he's trying to prove he's not a burnout. And I feel like he's doing pretty good. You know, he's also trying to prove you're not a one-trick pony is what they called you.
Yeah, and I mean, am I really? Yo, like, all due respect, like, I've made 4 streams in a row where I didn't just crash out on people, and I still made an entertaining stream. I'm really, like, whatever, though, like...
No, anybody who calls you a one-trick pony is still, like, caught up on level 1. When you came in, we all thought you were the dumbest, most, like, retarded person because you were wasted. It was just the way you entered. We're like, oh, he's incapable of even existing on a stream. And then now you're running a stream, you're running a show, you're coming on, you're doing skits and bits, you're doing thought out stuff. You got levels, dude. That's undeniable. So good shit for good
He's
shit.
like an onion with layers.
Good shit for surviving today.
And I make people cry too, bro. Like realistically.
Those psycho eyes you do.
When I heard you were gone, I was like, damn, we lost him too quick. That was too quick. But I'm glad you're here.
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna keep staying. Hey, Tina, it's been twice now. When are you gonna get me fired? What happened? It's been twice now, Tina. Yo, come and take me out, bro. That's all I had to say, though. Y'all can keep running your show, bro. I'll talk to you guys later.
Calling in.
Thanks for coming on.
Denmark, everybody watch Lolcow Cash. It's going to be in the actual lineup soon.
Yeah, he's going to be moving into the A circuit. Chubby's supposed to be moving over to the B circuit. So we'll see what happens when he comes over here. I wonder if he's going to get a co-host like the day he moves to the A circuit, or if they're going to let him run a solo show for a little bit, kind of like what Xylee's doing.
It could go either way. I have a theory that Keem might figure something out for him.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, LolcowRewind is in desperate need of your support. Now, obviously, we're talking support for the super chats and gifteds and all that stuff. But right now, Zay, I'm asking you, LolcowRewind, to be one of my campaign managers. I'm going to need a multi-angle campaign, and Rewind's my longest home here in the LCU. So I'm going to need you on the team. If I'm going to be running for president and winning, I need every angle covered. And I would love for Rewind and the Rewind fans to be behind me. I want to ask you and the fans at once for your support.
Absolutely, Billy. I'm behind you 100%. And you know what? As your new campaign manager, we got to get endorsements, all right? We got to get endorsements for your second campaign video. So I think if any of the chat wants to get themselves endorsed in the next Billy's campaign video, Billy will shout you out as an endorsement. A $50 donation today will get you in as an endorsement.
Yeah, we're going to need all the endorsements we can get donations, but also, if you got videos, put up a video saying something great I did for you. And maybe you will make it to a campaign video, because we're going to need a lot of campaign videos on this trail. It's going to be kind of a big thing. So if you want to, in the Discord, tag me, Billy the Fridge, with your endorsement video, I will collect it, and I will make a campaign video showing the people how much I've helped them already without power. So please get those in. VS Veronica, welcome to BAM World. And Dirty Allison says, Billy, you got my vote. Hopefully I get why I'm no longer on Discord discovered by then. By then, what happened? I don't know. I'm confused. All right. Zay, what else has gone down in the LCU today? We just covered the Denmark kid behind the camera debacle from Queens and Cash. Now, the way I heard it, it was very close to him getting fired, and then now everything's worked out. So that's a good thing. We don't want to lose people. The fact that he goes so close to the sun has people, he's got people lying on his name. I wonder if that's part of his game. I wonder if he sends people to tell the other hosts that he said something even worse so they react. Because he's good at what he does.
I think it's almost the opposite, because earlier in the day when he was just talking about like Queens in general, he was having like people that were in the chat going into the Discord saying, oh, he's saying this, and like twisting what he was saying. I will say he was talking mad shit on Savage, on Tina, but there was a lot of things that people said and took and completely misconstrued it from him. So I think a lot of it is you need to sit down and actually watch Cash for yourself if you haven't actually given it a chance, for all those people out there who are wondering the type of shit that he talks, because he's just fast in his wording. So I think sometimes people don't even hear what's coming out.
Yeah, and he often says one thing and then retracts it a few sentences later. He's just all over the place with his remarks. And that means he ricochets his commentary. You never know where it's going to land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even at the start of the stream, he was like, I'm voting Billy for president. And then Yo Mama came in and he swayed him. He convinced him to vote the other way. Like, how could that even happen?
Well, we got 3 weeks, I think. It's about a little over 3 weeks, a little under 3 weeks. So I'll win him back. Kydix says, have a great show, Billy and Professor Moriarty. Seriously, much love to you both.
Speaking of moles, I actually have a video that one of the DACA team members sent me today that I feel like I have to show these people, because there's just no way that this was real life, that this actually fucking happened, considering yesterday. For all of you who don't know, my name is Zoe, public information, but you need to know that to start this video.
And me to campaign for Zoe's law. Compulsory testing of all moles to be removed. Will the Prime Minister meet with us and Zoe's family to discuss how we can make this a reality?
What the fuck?
And me to campaign for Zoe's law. Compulsory testing of all moles to be removed. Will the Prime Minister meet with us and Zoe's family to discuss...
What sick law did I just get put in place? What did I do for the people of England?
Did they work that quickly to get a law through to have your moles removed? Are they that nasty?
We're going to be having a meeting apparently soon with me and my family, and I will let you know about the mole removal.
The Prime Minister, Zoe's law, removing all moles. Wow. Europe.
They heard my pleas all the way across the pond, Billy.
This is how amazing Europe's healthcare system is. Because, like, you've been sitting here dealing with what you say is a little dark passenger on your back and whatever that thing in your armpit is. And Europe's already working on getting it removed. It's amazing.
They're taking Moly Cyrus and Holy Moly out in one go, y'all.
And Professor Moriarty.
Mm-hmm. I got a bunch of them. They're going to take them all. They said all compulsory moles. I don't know what that means, but they're to go.
Zoe's Law is removing them. Did you cover it up today? Is that you have a different tank top on?
Billy,
Your
I
first
joined the
endorsement.
Discord last night just to vote for you.
Cassie,
fire emoji.
thank
Red
you for
heart
your
emoji.
vote.
Romantic face emoji. Smiling face with hearts emoji. Vote yo mama.
Your son?
Well, bald boy, he got put through the works today. He's probably just rebelling, honestly. And honestly, bald boy saying vote yo mama is basically a vote for Billy the Fridge. Because who's going to listen to bald boy? Sorry. Thank you, bald boy.
You know what?
And thank you, Cassie.
Keep saying vote for your mama. Listen to Uniquely Never. Do exactly what he says not to do. Look at his life. Look at where bald boy ends up. He's on Tart of the Day again. He just always ends up here. Which, by the way, guys, we're doing Tart of the Day a little bit differently now. We're only going to be putting up a poll for it, not a goal. Just a poll. But if you guys want to throw in donations toward the Tart of the Day that you like the most, we'll count those as double votes.
There you go. Let's get them in. Powerage.
So did you... Oh, my bad.
Powerage is to get info on such laws, you need investigative moles. They're gonna look. They're gonna find the information. I know.
Inspect mole gadget.
Inspect mole gadget. What the fuck is wrong with us? Well, you the mole, but like, why are we joking about this so much? It's ridiculous. Uniquely, welcome to Cash Cow. Now, Zay, I think, what direction are we going next? Because there's so many ways to go.
You seen Test?
Not all of it. I watched a chunk of it, and I was like, God, this is bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. So, you remember Miss Ruby?
Yeah. The obsessive,
yesterday,
compulsive weirdo that hangs on to every word but acts like she's too cool. She's too cool to be in the LCU. She fawns over it. Mazer.
The NDF remnant supports William the Fridge Wallahy. Your enemies will fall to your greatness.
Thank you, Mazer. We respect the NDF greatly in this regime, and you will ride highly when I'm president, I promise. All the people will ride highly when I'm president.
Beautiful and well spoken. Except for Ruby the Crackhead. Not you, Ruby the Crackhead.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, toward the end of Test, she was in the chat just kind of spitting it up. And Keem suggested they should bring her on for an interview today. So they got the interview. She came on to Test today. This shit started off whack as hell right out the gate. She starts talking about a schizophrenic theory that she has about how Keem puts spyware into people's computers and that he can read into all your private messaging. No. Okay, first off. And then she was talking about how they have access to see all the servers you're in, which that is through the automated bot that happens when you first join the server. When you do that little thing and it connects to that Lolcow website and you click accept, you give permission for them to see the server. So no, it's not some weird fucking spyware. So it starts off with that schizophrenic fucking theory. And then it goes into her talking, well, Nightmare asks why she got kicked out of the LCU, right? And you remember she was here back in ye olden times?
Oh, yeah.
So her theory on why she's kicked out of the LCU is her association with the two Voldemorts that are left. There's only two Voldemorts left, but she has close association with both of these people. Now, she's saying it's only because she's had them on a stream and she doesn't really associate with them anymore. She's had a huge falling out with one of them because they've gone IRL on her, the same one who went IRL on me, so I do believe that. But Nightmare is like, okay, do you still, like, fuck with these people? And she's like, nah, I don't really fuck with the one with the dad. But the other one, she's like, maybe. She's like, she's done snaky shit, but we've had good collaboration. So overall, kind of like weird vibes toward these people. Definitely doesn't seem like she's like cut them off. And Nightmare's like, but do you understand why Keem has like kept them out of the community because of the things they've done for the community? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. She literally agrees. But then she gets into it and says that the LCU is a cult. She said it's a hive mind cult. And she said that the Keem is going in and he's branding people she started talking about the tattoo goals. Nightmare explains his tattoo because I guess she didn't know that he had one. And he was like, actually, no, I set up the goal for myself. And he was like, I was actually one of the first tattoos ever. And then anyone who's done a goal since was set up themselves, except for Rastov, who then didn't do the goal because he wasn't on live anymore. And then she got upset about that. And she said, oh, well, he's scamming. That's another thing to be upset about because these people are putting in money for a goal and they don't know where their money is going. And this happens a lot in the LCU. And she goes off about this. And then this bitch is crazy. You know how she is. I hate that I have to keep saying it then, but it's really and then. She goes off and she's like, oh, Keem is so scared to face me because he knows that he's lying on her name. And so Keem hasn't come in yet. And they're not even doing this call in the Discord. This is in a private call. So they add Keem to the call so that he can join at any point in time if he wants. And then she kind of talks about like being in the BBU or like offered to be in the BBU. But she says she didn't join for the same reason she didn't join the LCU because she wants to work for herself, even though she has good association with Becky. So she's just the type of person to hang around bad people. All these people she's mentioned this entire time are bad people that have really bad association with the LCU. And then Keem finally joins. And I'm going to play that because, oh boy, does Keem fucking snap on her ass after all this shit.
Really quick, why she hangs out with those people is because she herself is a fucking retard. She's an idiot. She's not she's dating somebody she met who also was a collaborator with Voldemort daddy issues because she's so obsessed with Voldemort daddy issues. She wants to be a part of all this, but she's also out of her fucking mind. Now play the clip.
Sorry, you lagged out for me and I lagged out trying to share my clip. I think it was my internet.
All right, we got it.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm low clear.
All right, yeah, sorry. I'm driving around, putting insurance on vehicles and doing all types of like adult stuff that Ruby could never relate to.
Oh, that's so funny because I actually have a normal job life and stable relationships that aren't based on humiliation rituals like you.
Dude, there is nothing stable about you. Dude, you're a fucking crackhead. You type in the fucking, in the chats, you said something about my dog being dead.
No, I never did.
All these conspiracy theories.
Blatant lie.
You make up lies.
Right now.
You have no receipts.
I'm gonna pause because this dog thing ends up being a huge fucking point of contention. So Keem is saying at one point in time that Brantley showed him something on the Reddit of her writing some like heinous shit after Skip passed away. And then
apparently someone was talking about Skip passing away and something about how it might be Keem's fault for what Keem did or something. And then she supposedly quoted, God works in mysterious ways, like maybe God took the dog because of something Keem did. That was the insinuation. And she could say it wasn't her that said it. Maybe it wasn't her that said it. Maybe she didn't mean it that way. Doesn't matter. At that point in time, Keem was pretty much going on scorched earth for anybody who said anything that was slightly negative about that because it was a hard moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, she also gets into the fact she's like, oh, well, I messaged Keem on Twitter and I said like good things about it. Well, it's like one negative doesn't make a positive. Yeah. Like one positive doesn't make the negative go away. That's not.
If she's two-faced, she's two-faced. That doesn't mean she didn't do the other thing, right? Maybe she's not two-faced. The problem is I don't trust either of her faces.
Yeah. That's for sure. Well, that's a little context on that because I forgot to mention the dog. Yeah. The whole dog debacle was like one of the longest things they mentioned in this.
You make up lies.
I can read it right now.
I just can talk over me. You're just gonna talk over me.
Well, let's just go one at a time.
Sue me. If I'm lying, sue me. I'm worth a lot of money. If I'm lying, sue me. Slander, defamation. Get yourself a bag. Let's go to court if I'm lying. Don't just say I'm lying. Sue me.
Well, I'll just show the receipts to prove that you're lying.
Sue me. You have no receipts. You did this last time. Receipts this, receipts that. You have no receipts. You were saying in the fucking chat, you were talking about my dog being dead. You were just saying in test yesterday that Brantley's 19 years old. All right.
It was actually on Reddit. It was actually on Reddit.
Excuse me. Stop interrupting.
You're better, Brant.
Wait.
You said that on Reddit. that about
No,
our dog.
I didn't. Never.
I was the one that texted. I was the one that texted Gidgey to warn her about you. But turns out evil knows evil.
Yeah, even got that wrong. Brantley was the one that fucking hit up Digi, not me. And
So even Brantley's jumping in on it. It's getting
This is an
fucking
endorsement
heated
for
on this
Billy.
one.
What would Mount Crushmore be without a president's face on it?
Thank you, Gavgarian. Your endorsement means the world to me. I'm very, very excited for the future and bringing you all there with me. This is us. This is a win for us. And huge yes. Says Brantley's almost 25, by the way. Yeah, 19, 22. Everybody, here's the thing Ruby's doing. She's spouting off all the contradictory negative buzzwords that detractors use against the LCU. Why? Because if they talk about the LCU in a negative way, they get 300 views instead of 45 views.
Part. So well fucking put, Billy. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the next clip, actually, because it gets a little loopy around this point, not because of Keem, but because Ruby keeps saying the same shit over and over and over again.
Ruby is a recovering drug addict, and I think she means well, but I also think she knows her space, and she fills it. It's just, she's not filling it with a bunch of like super positivity, anything. She's hating on the LCU because that's the thing the little group of people like to watch that she's got their attention of.
The same way that she can't let go.
Uniquely says, can I get an E-date with her? I actually think that would be a good idea.
Honestly, he's had worse, to be honest. So go for it. And I think it's the same reason she can't let go of the Voldemorts in her life, because she needs to hold on to anybody that has more relevancy than her, because that's all her channel has ever been, is talking about other people and what they have going on.
Yeah. So. She is one of the girls that tonight on Live, Yo Mama said, I want everybody once a week to have a redirect, and you can send that redirect to someone outside of the LCU. Every host gets to redirect outside of the LCU. That was one of his running points. She's one of the people Yo Mama would love to redirect to. Yo Mama looks at all the detractors out of the LCU higher than he looks at everybody in the LCU. He's getting fame from these people who are literally mining clout from everything going on here. Like they're reacting to here. And he thinks we have to send people over there to watch them? My dude, their people are coming here and they're getting everybody they can off of this. You don't have to redirect to that. They naturally suckle off the Lolcow's titties.
Utters.
Of
Keem.
Utters.
Out of your mouth, that's truthful.
I gotta ask this though. You did say that the reason why Keemstar kicked you was only because you did an interview with a person. You didn't mention the Grace Thorpe thing.
No,
that you were on the
that's
server.
exactly. It happened the minute I made the link for it. I was banished. He's not going to admit it. He's obviously very comfortable lying about me.
Again,
saying that I'm currently saying that I'm mocking.
Wait. Aren't we arguing fucking semantics here though? Because like being a part of her server, having it in your life, it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
I'm not in her server. Like,
no, but you were though.
I promise you, I'm not involved in any banning because it's automated. You know, the moderator said anybody that's in Grace's server will get. It's an all automated system though. It's not even, no one's like even picking your name out of a hat.
I wasn't even being active in there, and I wasn't even saying anything in the chat. You even said,
yeah.
It's like she's not understanding the words coming out of his mouth, that it's an automated system. It doesn't matter if you're active in there, you're saying anything in the chat. If you're in the server, our bot that works in this server detects that and kicks you automatically.
And here's the wild thing. Everybody was warned days in advance. Specifically, people who were in those servers got warnings. Hey, you know, we're going to sweep all these servers, so you should leave them now before we ban you. Because guess what? Those servers proved to hold people with bad juju for the LCU. And it's easier to not cross-contaminate than have to continually deal with the same bullshit coming out of these detractor servers. And guess what? If that's less work for the mods, I'm okay with it. You don't got to be in both worlds. You can choose them, boo-boo. See how long that'll last. See how long your seething hatred gets you. We're over here making content. And Leona Taylor says, Gary has brought you Billy as LCU president. Say thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Also, Rum for Breakfast says, mole jokes need a break. Save it for tomorrow. Tomorrow.
That one kind of got me. It sounds like a dog barking.
Zay's smelly moly roast beef curtain smelly moly holy moly roast beef curtains moly holy moly stinky moly smelly holy moly roast beef yummy moly holy stinky smelly moly Zay's roast beef curtains tuna smelly moly.
Now I know for a fact that you are a failed product of what your mother tried to get rid of. I know the dent in your head is so fucking thick, so fucking concave, that we can see it across the park. And that is why you were sitting in your basement every night writing me these donations, Christian. But truly, truly, we all know what kind of creature you are.
Well, you know, he did grow on his mom, but unlike that mole, he did separate. So why has your mole got a failure to launch?
The Prime Minister of England got me, Christian. What do you got to say about that? The Prime Minister ain't got you.
For real, Zoe's law in effect, biatch. Bang, bang, booty butt gang. What?
I'm saying. Okay. So to put in perspective for these people how loopy, literally,
now,
and how crazy.
There's a retard in the chat named Final Chicken, and I see Final Chicken say retarded shit all the time. Zay is missing her point. The fact that Keem even checks to see what servers you're in makes him look like a cult leader. No. If there are bad faith actors congregating in a server and we know they consistently hang out there, guess what? That's why you're able to do this with Discord. If you have a Discord server you don't want to share people with, you don't have to, especially one like ours that's a premium service. Bitch, everybody who comes in this service putting their money where their mouth is. They're putting their money on the back of a $10 bill minimum. That's telling you this is a premium place. We don't need a bunch of fucking shit heels in a shit talk side server coming in and go, whoa. But because there's 19 of those motherfuckers talking all this shit and one of them can afford $10 to bring it in here and spy. Do better. We don't do that. We don't need y'all scraping no information, Papa. Mike.
The word gay ops one time since the bot got put in, by the way. Have you?
It's nice. But it's chill. The LolcowRewind server is as crazy as it gets, as dumb as it gets. It's such a, controlled dumbness. Sometimes you get someone in there who's a real piece of shit, but it's not that often. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
And if you want to call that a cult, guess what, motherfucker? It is. It's a members only club, and you're not invited. That's simple.
Well, to put in perspective how loopy and how crazy Ruby really is for you people, if somehow you think that she was making sense in all of this, they stayed on this Discord subject for 20 minutes. It went all the way from the timestamp starting at 53 minutes to 1 hour and 9 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour and 9 minutes into this shit. That's how fucking long they stayed on the same subject of her not understanding how the automatic bot works. Because she swears to God that she had to have been manually kicked by Keem, and he says he doesn't even do that shit. At the very least, it would have been a mod. And he does join back at one point saying, maybe it was before the bot was put in place. But she definitely was warned to leave those servers because there was a time when the mods were reaching out to people who were active in the servers and they told them to leave first. So,
Huggy Show says, can I ask an innocent question? I'm watching. Please do.
An innocent question.
Please do.
So after all of that, then Keem rejoins and goes off about the whole boyfriend thing, which I do want to play because this clip is funny as fuck. She's caught in a whole gotcha moment, and It's so good. The look on her face, like she's just trying to lie out of it.
Yeah.
Just not.
He gonna take up for his girl, huh? I'm surprised he didn't want to jump up on a panel to take
Huggy
up
shows innocent question real quick. Says, what did Ruby do initially to be enemy number one? Here's the deal. She's not enemy number one. She's not enemy number 5. She's currently up on test talking a bunch of bullshit, and she's getting checked for it. All right? If you think this is enemy number 1, you're far off. It's just, Ruby, here's the thing Ruby does. Ruby lives in her own fucking world, and she yaps a lot. And her yapping is usually about Lolcow or sometimes the Voldethorpes, sometimes other people. But she's a yapper. There's not much going on in her life. This is her fun time. But she's definitely in this weird zone where she has a little bit of, I would say, she said it today. I can't remember her exact words. Keem called her obsessed. And she said, I am hyper fixated. That was her response.
that is what she
He
said.
said, you're obsessed. She says, I am hyper fixated. She knows herself. What I'm doing right now is I'm not pulling any punches because I don't need to. I owe her nothing. I wish her the best, but I'm sorry I've seen her best. It's always going to be try hard, bullshit, shit talker. If she ever does better than that, I'll give her a round of applause.
Real. I found some proof. So somebody sent me this while we were live on air. It's a screenshot of when Keem banned Ruby.
Okay.
And he literally says exactly why.
Well, there we go. Pretty excited to see this. End user says, why give Crazy this much attention? Have you watched the Lolcow universe? We're in the business of giving Crazy attention. She came on test. She did her bit there. She's probably going to get a few fans that follow her over. But for the most part, we're shutting this down and calling her what she is. A hyper-fixated, that's her words. Obsessive, that's our words. Hanger on. Clout chaser. She's a fucking, she's just a, she's Yo Mama with less talent.
To say the least. If you want to show the people that screenshot I was talking about, it's in the live on air chat for you.
All right. Unically just said, I can fix her. She just needs to hyperfixate on me. I think that would be great. Keemstar says, also at Ruby, I'm going to enjoy this. Were you in her server? No, but do you have her in your mouth 24/7? Yes. Bye, banned. I fucking read it wrong. I can't believe I fucked up. Bye. Bye, banned. Thank you. Yeah, so she's obsessive, which Keem said, and her response was, I am hyperfixated. She knows it. She knows it. So guess what, Ruby? You'll watch this. You'll talk about this on your show, because that's what you do, and then we'll all forget about you. The circle of life.
Ruby in the chat said, that was the first ban. There was like 3. Absolutely. But the point being is that was your first ban. The one that was actually done by Keem, where he told you what he was banning you for in that moment. The second one, for the exact same fucking thing. And the third one he's saying was automated by the bot because you were still associating with these people that he said not to associate with before because they've caused a lot of fucking harm. That one bitch who did the IRL shit to you, if you paid attention, Ruby, because you were here, she did it to me first. When I was in the LCU and when you were in the LCU, but you don't pay attention. You think you're immune to the shit that happens to other people. Well, it happened to me first, and then you could have saved it from happening to you if you would have unassociated like the rest of us did.
Mal, thank you for the Gary Grifted. Now, I want to say this, Ruby. Today when you went up on the test show, I know you're watching, you said you refused to join the Discord because you didn't want to be a part of the cult. fuck off. You're not. I don't care about why you were banned. You were invited back in. You're not in it by your fucking choice. I don't care.
The frustrating thing is I think there's moments where Ruby like has been a good person, like when she's been in the LCU and been a fine person, but then she always goes back to the same shit, which is what's frustrating. Because I was the first one to beef with her during the Queen's auditions. We beefed and we made up and we beefed again. And like, it's just, I don't like to beef with her because genuinely, I think she's naive. That's the point I think that we're at. And I know she said, Ruby, I just think you're naive to this shit.
I like Ruby, you know, kind of like I like possums. I think they're kind of cute, interesting, maybe a little dumb, maybe a little scared, but I can't trust them. I'm not going to reach out to grab a possum. The fucking thing might bite me. She's skittish. She's afraid. She thinks we're in a fucking cult. Yet she dances around and wants to be as close to the light as possible without accepting the fact that she needs to be warm. Warm up! And I want to bring this up. She said today on Test that Keemstar tried to groom her into a fucking three-way.
Wait, I actually have clarification on that entire fucking situation.
Because this is...
I'm one of the only people who was here and remembers this.
You're not one of the only.
After
we were both here. Let's see.
It went down during the Rewind fucking boxing fight. Okay, it was after the fucking boxing thing. I was supposed to box this one bitch Dalish, right? That didn't fucking happen. Ruby wanted to box me, but we weren't beefing anymore, so Keem didn't want it to happen. And he said, this is exactly what Keem said. He said that he would be down to have her come stay for a week to fix her and help her with her drug problem. Nothing about a threesome, nothing about any grooming shit, nothing about anything sexual. He said he wanted to help her with her drug problem and get her clean so she could be in the LCU and participate in things like the boxing match because he was scared that if she did the boxing match with me, that she would still have a drug problem. That was the whole thing.
Exactly. And she fantasized the sexual aspect of it because she's hyper-fixates on weird shit. And that's really where most of my anger is coming from right now. Because I was there watching when that happened too. I remembered it. Exactly as you had said. And I was going to say the same exact thing you just said just now. But you said it with better recollection, actually. Mine was a little cloudier, but it's exactly what fucking I was about to say.
I remember it so, because I was a part of the whole boxing thing at that time. I was going to box the Dalish girl at first, and then that fucking fell through because she's a fucking little bitch. And then Ruby was down to fucking box. So it was like, but then that whole thing happened, right? And then that's when Ruby got kicked out of the community, I think the second or third time. I can't remember. Like, this was one of her bans happened around
Ruby
this time.
says, can we see the screenshot? Not true. Fuck your screenshot. Fuck you're not true. It's our words versus yours. I don't care enough to find screenshots. Zay and I lived it. We remember it. If you have a problem with that...
It was on a stream and I've been looking for it all fucking day. To be real with you, Ruby, it was on a stream. It was on a live stream. I've been looking for it for you all fucking day so I could prove to everybody what exactly was said.
Do we have the clip of her on Test implying sexual intent? Because that would be great to play right now.
That was actually the next thing I was going to
play. Yeah, let's play that. So the audience can see if Ruby did he even meant to imply a threesome.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, this has been a very crazy day, like I said.
I'll say this about Ruby. I think that she's tolerable as an entertainer, as a voice. I don't know anything she's said that I would care to listen to, but I get it. If you're uniquely or also crazy, there might be a reason to watch her. But
also, Ruby, stop lying in the chat saying you haven't associated with them in ages because I literally have a screenshot right now in my fucking DMs of you. Let me see exactly what it is so I don't get this.
We got the
Ruby
receipts?
Space K versus Dalmatian Dog from 2 weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago on one of the Voldemort's pages. So if you're not associated with them, 2 weeks ago you were still... Anyways, I'm just saying. Like, people are literally proving your lies right now that you're saying in the chat.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, she was something on the Voldemort's page.
Interesting. Yeah. She's like, oh, I cover them. I just don't associate with them. I just cover them. It's different. Ruby.
I cover them. I don't associate. That's associate. Yeah. Oh my god, girl. This is why I'm trying to tell you. You're like, why would they do IRL shit? Because you're talking about them. That's why they stopped fucking talking about me, because I don't talk about them anymore. That's what I had to learn. I'm just like, oh my god, I want her to be better. Ruby is one of those people that I think could be genuinely a good fucking content creator if she just is better. She's fucking good. She has these moments where I'm like, okay, like she's funny as fuck. She lets herself be around these fucking shitty people who make her into a shitty person.
I think that she's got a little bit of wet brain from all the drug use. And I think her brain bounces around, and her obsession and her conspiracy theory mind allows her to go down dark places that her brain probably isn't strong enough to handle. But I'm not a medical professional, so who knows? Rum for Breakfast says, got to break a 5 to cover Ruby's knee fee. Thank you for that. And Mau says, I patiently wait for Keem to come up to hire Ruby. That would be good. Ruby and Cash. Ruby and Denmark on Lolcow Cash. Uniquely says, do better, Ruby, so we can E-date on balls. Ruby, do you want back in or not? That's the question, because you're watching.
I know. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Let's play the insinuation.
You're lying.
Yep.
Because you got nothing on me. I'm so open. I own my past. I own everything. I got nothing to hide.
Let me ask you a question. Why would I
jam strawberry emoji super chatted
Oh, that was on
$13.40.
Yeah.
I do hyperfixate.
That
Nightmare,
scared
is
the
it
shit out of
time
me.
for the ducks?
why would I be obsessed, with just talking shit about you and trying to ruin, I guess, your rep or something online? Like what's in it for me?
Obsessed, but I think maybe you experience some kind of like rejection dysphoria, and then you get like kind of fixated on like destroying the person who rejected you.
You didn't reject where did you reject me?
I mean, well, I guess, yeah, I was banned from the Discord, so maybe not. But like sexually, you invited me to come over and be fixed with Brantley. Let's read between the lines.
I invited you to come over and be.
You said sexually. Sexually. Sexual pretenses. He wanted to help you because he thought you still had a drug problem and you wanted to do a boxing match with me, and he wanted to help you get healthy enough to do a boxing match with me. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. If I'm coming off a little hot, it's simply because she tried to insinuate Keem wanted her in the three-way.
It makes me mad because Keem was so nice to like offer something like that where she wanted to do the boxing match so bad. Like she really wanted to do it, and so did I. We both were really about it. But she wasn't in a point where she was healthy enough to do it.
Zay,
He's nice enough to offer to try to help.
Zay, were you really about it?
Yes, I've been about it. Anyone that wants to fucking box me if you're a woman in the LCU, let Keem know. I've been told him I'm trying to box.
You were about it, and Ruby wanted to do it, and Keem said, if you come here and you let Brantley fix you, AKA, if they could see that she's able to commit to something like a boxing event, he was willing to bring her in to do that. She thought it was some weird sexual thing because guess what? She's a fucking weird-headed, hyper-fixating detractor who believes the worst of everything.
We are building a religion, we are building it bigger, we are widening the corridors and adding more lanes.
Dude here knows. Welcome to the holy cow. Ooh. Uniquely says, Zay, box my ex-girlfriend then.
All right.
Zay, she's out of your weight class.
Shit, fuck it. Gorlock, let's go.
Remo says, Billy, your son is so traumatized that he just can't get enough of abusive whammon. I think there's still time to fix him before Headmaster Keem sends him away to his new family.
Headmaster Keem is funny.
It's true.
Also, all the sponsors, the endorsements for Billy's video, your names are being written down. If you missed it earlier, if you do a 50, you can be the next endorsement in Billy's second campaign video as his next campaign manager.
Thank you very much, Zay.
I'm making it happen for the people.
Killing it right now. And Mau says, Glammy versus Zay, winner gets to host Rewind. Hold up.
I think the age difference there puts me at a severe advantage.
Glammy's already hosted Rewind. She wants her throne back?
Wait, yeah, Xylee will come in and she will literally be like, "Eat the mud, bitches."
But yeah, in a perfect world, if Ruby wasn't out of her fucking mind, and I mean that in a not mean way, I mean, I really think that she is, the way she looks at things is like someone who has like a meth brain. Like it's you can see she's skittish. She bounces around, and I think that gets her caught in a trap of conspiracy, of theory, or whatever. Look, Ruby, if you think we're so bad, fucking uncover us already. Otherwise, I'm never gonna take you seriously.
Here's the best way to put it. Ruby, I came in with you at the same time as you to the Queen's auditions. Look at the point that I am now in the LCU. If the LCU was so bad, why would I have stayed? Why would I have done all this shit? I wasn't getting paid. I did the intern thing. I did the audition thing. Why would I still be here? Look at Lacey. She was there during the auditions with the two. She's a host now too. Why would she still be here if the LCU was so bad?
Yeah. It's not easy. I can see why, you might believe people like Becky Boop when they say it's not great. Like, whose words are you taking?
I agree. Well, let's finish the insinuation portion.
Yes.
He fixed with Brantley?
Whoa.
For 2 weeks. Yep. It was all public, so.
It was 1 week.
You're drunk.
No, I do not remember that. I don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
receipts for everything. I'm saying. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
We see those
So
receipts?
you said you were wanting me to come stay with you and Brantley for 2 weeks to see if you could fix me to do a show. Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
And then I started pulling away from the Discord way before you banned me.
Do you see how she even switches it at the end, fix her to do a show? Like,
Well,
she knows it wasn't sexual.
She said sexually, and then her next word after sexually was, fix me.
He is grooming his poodle. He is living comfort eager. You can meet at his location, but you'd better come with cash.
You better come with cash. No, he was going to put it up because he was going to try and make sure that she was of sound body and mind to actually do something. Like, I hate to say this, Ruby, I don't think you're their type. Look,
I don't think so.
Look, when Keem said it, I remember, you remember, she misremembers, I think. Unless there was some hidden messages where Keem was like, yeah, I can't wait to get you here and do sex with you. You probably shouldn't insinuate sex. Because after she said sexually, she goes, bring me to your house to fix me, the insinuation. She even brings it down to insinuation because she has no fucking proof. Chris says, just out of interest, what time is the cult meeting tonight? I have the cloaks for all the new members. I got bad news for you, Chris. The cult meeting is 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. We're in a 24
VC's always open, baby.
We're in a 24-hour loop here. Any episode of LolCow you watch, whether it be Chubby, Rewind, Live, Cafe, we're all part of the cult. It's the cult of entertainment. It's the cult of laughing at each other, having fun, and entertaining you guys. And anything that goes on behind the scenes, well, fuck. Most of it ends up becoming public anyways. Some of it is a little too cringe, even for us to bring out. And sometimes that even comes out. We're trying to work, man. We're trying to entertain you guys. If you think we do this for any other reason than a business, you're out of your fucking mind.
It's been a wacky day, Billy. It really has been.
But that's what makes things fun.
Speaking of fun, we got a little kill cam today.
Oh shit. All right, let me try and load up this kill cam. 1 second, guys. Where's the new video at? All right, we got a kill cam. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, LolcowRewind debuts the kill cam.
I've got to quickly like just put a goal.
Set a goal that I can stop Set a goal to upgrade me to assistant manager. Nah, we're setting a goal to get his ass gone. He's an intern.
I'll add each individual 20 to the goal.
No, Bill.
okay?
That's why it has to be a fucking high dono goal. Put the goal up. Stop being a bitch.
Which one
Put
we
it
set
up,
the
stop
goal
being a
at?
bitch.
Set a goal. A sweet tea to go on an E-date with Phantom. And that goal was hit.
Can we hit this goal so I can
Oh my
be
God.
Donald J. Weeb and I can talk about mermaids? Put the
goal back up.
Let's
exactly
be
where it was,
fucking-
bro.
Let's be. Look, we got a goal to unlock these messages.
Can we set a goal to see so you can show those thighs?
Fine. Look, we have the goal there. We have the goal. We hit. We hit. We don't. We don't. One thing I did accidentally spoil with a goal, but I really we'll get goals every day to take over the entire Appalachian Mountains. I did have a goal that I kind of accidentally leaked. We should have a goal for you to draw Buggy.
Like the honor of bus and the style of bus. We have to set a big goal.
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 You win. The goal.
Do something.
God damn it.
Well, we have a goal.
That's all, folks.
That was the kill cam.
It was certainly a kill cam. How you feeling, Billy?
I just, it's very nice to put a lot of videos together and have the audience decide what that means. What's that mean?
What's that one mean? Let's get into it. Bus. You're on a bus crash. Why is it all about goals? I want to see an episode where they do not mention goals at least 20 times in the stream, because my docket team has gone through the bus streams of the past week, and every single stream they have mentioned goals at least 20 times in the stream. The word goal. Not today's episode. Yesterday's episode, 30 times they mentioned goal. Can we do a non-goal related episode of Bus? That's all I ask for, please.
Bus all about them goals. Speaking of goals, ladies and gentlemen, let's get those twos in. Let's get the $2 training. Let's get Sissy Bucks.
Billy said goal?
Speaking of goals, there Remo knows. Remo says, I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to trust someone that talks through their teeth without opening their mouth that much. That's all that I could notice on that test interview. Yeah, she even had her tongue sticking out of like the teeth thing at some points. Like her tongue was trying to get out of her mouth, but her teeth wouldn't open. It was kind of interesting. I think it's something about gritting teeth after the drug use. It might have something to do with that. And good for her for getting clean. Like, honestly, I don't dislike Ruby at all. I just, think she's full of shit. And on top of her, when Keem called her obsessive, she responds with, I do hyperfixate. Like, she knows it. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's self-aware. That's the thing that I've always known about Ruby. She's self-aware of the shit where she does wrong. Like, she knows. But that's why I say sometimes I feel like she's naive, because I feel like she just slips back into like old habits, right? Because it's almost like easier for her to just cover those people and like stay in those circles, when just take the hard route for like one fucking month, deassociate with all of those fucking people and just try out the fucking LCU. Like, I seriously, like, take an intern role on the fucking B circuit, see how that shit were to go. Like, I don't know if she's actually open to it, but Ruby, I'm not a fucking enemy. My job on Rewind is to critique and talk about the streams. I know you and Keem talked after, and you guys made good, is what I heard apparently.
That's good.
So I hope that that's true, but seriously, and I don't agree with the necessarily like attacking somebody for their appearance, like right off the bat like that. I mean, I understand they were beefing, so that happens. I've done that when I've been beefing, but I don't think Ruby's an ugly girl. Like, and seriously, kudos to you on getting clean. Like, that's one of the hardest things somebody can do, so.
Well, the hardest thing you can do is host a show in the LolCow Live universe. And I think that's why Ruby would rather just do her own show talking about us, because she can't actually do the job. I think the B circuit, all that stuff, that's all too much work for her. She wants to sit back, turn her camera on and be like, look at this time They're so sick over there. They're in a cult. They're in a cult. Okay, whatever. Enjoy your fucking pittance. I will say this. The deuces are dropping. We got Remo coming through. Han Solo S1K with the goals. Danny coming through with the goals. Go. Hugh Jazz with his sissy box. Rumper Breakfast says, grats almost 1,000 primetime viewers. Night power. Damn, well, Rody says, goals to bust pinatas filled with needles. That would be lit, actually. Unically says, Ruby, E-date when? Main Girl 77 says, gold. Danny says, goals and moles. Remo says, Ruby, get my boy Unically some water. Lord, he thirsty. And Unically says, I'm a Ruby simp from now on.
Buff is in the chat and he said, are we shaming Bus for saying goals? I'm sorry we have to say goal. We don't have access to set goals like certain people. That's a good point, but also I could go into a lot of the other small streams and they don't mention goals 30 times in a stream. So to be fair, it's slightly Bus exclusive.
I will say this, when you get a rewind kill shot, it's not to kill the host. It's to kill the mentality of what's going on and make you aware of what some people might be seeing. Some people might be our people on the docket, might be someone recommending something to the docket. Who knows? But that's what the kill shot is to kill the behavior or let people be aware of it. So maybe, maybe it gets better. Maybe we're wrong, right? maybe
this is more of like a
wrong.
criticism. This is more of a criticism because I wanted to feel like there's more of a plan to the stream than the plan of the stream being goals. That's what I'm saying. I want to see an episode where the plan isn't the goals that you guys have, because lately that's all the stream is. Like, I feel like I'm watching the stream and the plan is, how do we get to this goal so we can make this goal happen and then do the thing on the stream? And here's the one thing I'll give them. Yes, they have done streams where they set a goal and then they do it the next stream or whatever. Have a non-goal centered stream. Do a thing and then just let the fucking money come in. I feel like the way that they can cook up, they could do it without the goals for one episode.
The goals on the bus go round and round. Greeky says moles over goals. Damn. We moly. Buff says, please talk more about goals while you have a goal on screen. Dude, Buff is totally calling out this cool goal that is currently 13 deep. Final says Billy's skincare routine is goals. I think I'm just blessed. My skin is so clear. And I don't know why. It should probably.
I hope we can hit saying goals 60 times this stream. That'll be like a real accomplishment.
I'll try. One thing about our goals is that usually they fail. Rewind's never really been...
I want to respond to this.
Yeah.
Coheed Consumer said, Zay, everything when you were on Nerds was a paywall goal. Everything. I agree. That's why it wasn't fucking working. I feel like Nerds is doing better now with Buff and Lacey because they do shit outside of setting a goal. Like, they'll do fun stuff on the stream or have, like, arguments, drama, whatever the fuck. And then the goal is just a part of their stream, right? That's where old Nerds was failing, was our content was solely goal locked. And, like, I've learned from that, it doesn't work. Not for every episode, at least. You know what I'm saying? You can do it on some episodes, but if you try to just constantly do it, I feel like people get sick of it.
Remo says, Magic Mike tomorrow, set your clocks. Oh, shit. Scooter's Poop Finger says, I'm helping you guys to hit a goal right now. Thank you, Scooter's Poop Finger. And Rumper Breakfast says, Zay, on Nerds weren't hitting goals. Take notes.
Exactly. That's my point. Do you want to set up the poll for Tart of the Day, by the way?
Yes. Who's going into the poll?
I forgot to have you do that earlier.
Who's going into the poll?
All right. So we have Lacey finally putting on her black face mask.
Oh, God.
So a little finish of yesterday. We have when your mom calls into balls.
What the fuck?
And then we have Twiggy making a rumor about Tina.
What the fuck?
Which also brings up the next topic. Twiggy's back on Aussie.
Yeah, officially?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I hear he's officially back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Uniquely says, I want Ruby to yell at me. Dude, man's down bad. Ruby, come talk to our guy Uniquely. He's a sweet boy. I don't know how your boyfriend and you are getting along, but he just lost his girl.
For real. Do you want to play? I want to play a little bit of what Twiggy had to say for his comeback to Aussie last night.
You have played at Rum for Breakfast says bus hits its goals. Time to find a new point. Dang, 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 dang. There you go. Bus, keep asking for goals.
Put Bus not in prime time, and let's see if they hit the goals just the same. I'm putting it out there, y'all. Like,
Remo says Uniquely has his sights set on relationship goals. Goals! He does want that goal. He says every hole is a goal. And he's currently in a hole he's dug himself with his ex.
okay, so first things first, I have Twiggy's explanation. This is his version of how things went down when he was still in the LCU.
Holly Dolly says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious mole, 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 mole at the end. Vivre pour le moment says, Zay, why you so mad? Be happy for Bus and their goals. I think that the idea wasn't to be mad. I think the idea was to point out that Bus is a goal-driven show. I think that was the point.
The same thing happened with the Xylee kill cam. This is how kill cam goes. They'll be mad at the kill cam, but the kill cam's fun. I don't care.
The kill cam points out something, and guess what? Do with it as you will. Uniquely says, I'm a good boyfriend. I took the test to prove it. Prove it.
Shit. All right. Well, here's what Twiggy had to say about his version of events of what happened, of why he was out of the server to begin with.
Me and Mike had this fight on screen that you guys saw. I quit. He was fired. That's one part Key misses out. He says I was fired. I quit before I could be fired. All right. Want to clear that up. But then
So did I.
time went by, right? And me and Mike didn't talk.
We both quit that night. I wrote.
You both fucking quit, you fucking assholes. And for 20 Canadian, finally Twiggers is back. Jeepers Jumpers, about time.
But yeah, so we had this fight, right? We both quit, and then time went by. Time went by more. And then eventually Wings was gone. And Keem was like, oh no, the LCU is crashing. What do I do? So he brought me back. And then me and Mike were just cool. That's literally the whole story.
Well, listen,
Honestly, a good way to put it. So now Twiggy's back. That's just how easy it was.
That's all it took. Aussie's back on top. Welcome back.
How are you feeling about it?
Welcome back, Twiggy.
You said on live that you would cancel Aussie if you could cancel any show.
Well, yeah, it was the appropriate answer, I think. I think, for one, Aussie has been through the ringer so much. Steak was there all alone on his own. I didn't know Twiggy was back. Now that Twiggy's back, guess what? Wait 2 weeks and see if he's still here. That show has been cursed. That show's been struggling to get its mojo back. If I canceled it and put another show in its place, we could find a place where Steak might be able to flourish instead of losing his co-hosts all the time. But guess what? It's fucking LARPing. I'm not the president yet. Everybody gets butt. You know what? Everybody gets butt hurt. Let your butt hurt. Let your butt bleed. If I said it, I said it.
Let the hemorrhoids rain down upon the LCU tonight. The skies rain blood red.
For real. Rum for Breakfast says can't be a kill cam when you miss your shot. Prove it. Sorry.
If I miss my shot, like S1K said, y'all would be so fucking triggered.
Yeah. We getting some responses. I think that's what it was there for. Sorry. Danny says, I can't vote for Billy's sweet mom as tart of the day. It's very sweet of you to say and keep her out of that vote. Thank you. Uniquely says, Ruby, I'm down bad. Remo says, there can only be one. Twiggy to return, Wings gone. Twiggy was just gone long enough.
You do a terribly good Bald Boy impression.
Because I don't think Bald Boy's a real person. I think Bald Boy is an impression of a person. Scooter's Poop Finger says goals are meant to be hit, not Bald Boy. Don't hit Bald Boy. Don't hit Bald Boy. And we are 2 away from hitting our sissy box. Pretty excited for that. Drop another deuce if you can.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess the last thing I wanted to ask about Twiggy being back, does that change your opinion at all if you would cancel Aussie? Do you think that they're going to be able to get into that old Aussie flow between Steak and Twiggy, or do you think that it's going to kind of ruin the dynamic?
Who else am I going to fucking choose? I got to choose a show. Aussie seemed like the right show to choose. I'm not canceling any of them. I don't have. If I become president, I'm not guaranteed going to have to cancel them.
We're playing hypothetical.
Yeah.
I can't play hypothetical with you.
You can, but guess what? If would I still cancel Aussie? Yeah, because I already said it. Why would I go piss off another show now? You fucking psychotic.
Yeah, piss off another. Be real. Fuck it.
What do you mean real? Aussie's been Aussie's had 2 hosts now for all of what? 34 hours? 20 hours? It's everything's brand new. Rhodey says, oh, hey, a goal. True Son says, have my money. Uniquely says, Ruby, will you marry me? And Scooter's Poop Finger says, Sissy Bugs in the chat. Drop those 60s. Baby, lady, we got him. Sissy Bugs, we did it. Now that's how you hit a goal. The show was not goal-oriented. We randomly begged for $2 like homeless people. And it worked. Remo says, Ruby Uniquely, make it happen. That's the worst ship name I've ever heard. The worst ship name. Ruby Uniquely. Ooh.
I will say, Twiggy did say he had a little condition for coming back. He wanted to change something right away about Aussie. And I wanted to get your opinion on this as well.
Yeah. What's Twigger trying to change?
Oh, that's another thing. So, Mike, if I come back, there's going to be a few things that might stir up some problems, right?
Okay, what's that?
Because Tina comes on, she derails the show. I love Tina. I love her to death. But the minute the show starts getting derailed, boom, gone. I hate to be that way.
with that.
I hate to be that way. I love Tina. But then she comes up here for what she lied about me. I never forget shit. Remember that. But she would come up here. We would be doing all the work. She would be taking us away from the content we were talking about. And then she'd be like, yeah, guys, you guys did great. Aren't you thankful I was up here? Like, what the fuck?
I agree with that. Listen, I've told Steak, I think I've told you before, if anybody gets boring, you drag them.
Yeah, but
I can't
everybody's
kick Tina.
boring to me.
I can't kick Tina. It's a personal problem. I can't do it. Sorry.
There's Steak, you can't kick Tina. That's exactly why Twiggy is putting this in place. I've said this to Steak before in the VCs, that ever since Steak met up with Tina that one time, Tina has come into the show more than ever with Aussie. And it makes some of the episodes fantastic, but other times it totally feels like it becomes the Tina and Friends show, and they're taking over Steak's show. He's barely even talking, and the show's totally derailed. I'm glad Twiggy is coming back and he's putting his foot down on this, because I feel like that's part of what made Aussie lose its magic.
Maybe Aussie did become like a massive hangout show with just everybody sitting on, and I like those things. It's like hanging out in a Discord call. So sometimes I would try and jump up on and be a part of it because it's chill, but it's not a show, and it's something that we've constantly been judged for in the LCU over months and months and months, because it's not the image that we're trying to portray on our live streams. We don't want a random fan showing up, looking at the LCU, and the first thing they see is a Discord hangout. That's kind of been how it was painted towards me. Me personally, if I go to a Discord hangout and I see someone who's hilarious hanging out in a Discord, chopping up everybody else in the Discord, I might actually enjoy watching that. That's the show I might want to see. But, that's not what we're going for here. And that's all right. What I will say, Steak doesn't want to be the bad guy. And in the LCU, that makes you kind of a bad guy, because you got to be able to put your boot in someone's ass, You You got to be able to make you got to be able to make the kill shot video about your friends.
It's true. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's all in content. Like, it's the same way. Like, let's be honest. If it was the situation reversed, they would do the same thing to us.
Damn. Aussie wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah, they would.
Aussie loves us. Me. Aussie. Dude.
Yeah, they love you. Actually, they might not love you right now because you're trying to cancel their show. They might hate you right now. So
I just said out of all the shows, they'd be the one I would cancel. I don't even have to cancel them. Dude, I got an idea. I'm not canceling any shows. I'm making 25 new shows, and we're going to have 40 shows, and they're all going to run at the same time.
What the fuck, Billy?
Think of what would happen. If we had 40 shows, if all 40 shows were running at once, YouTube would have to have one of them go viral, right? There'd be so much choice. So many new people would have to find them, right?
How would we rewind, Billy?
We would be the only
You're
show.
not thinking about us and our job right now.
We would be the only show taking those 2 hours off. We would have no reason to be. We would just be watching them saying,
You would make us obsolete.
I know. That's the price I pay as
sick
president.
shit.
Okay, we would have all 40 screens, all 39 screens up on our screen, and we'd be talking about them as they're going. We would have them muted, and if something looked interesting, we'd maximize that screen, unmute it, and be like, interesting. This is what Cash is doing right now.
It would be like sitting there at a security camera footage, except it's all the shows, and we're just
Right?
like, oh fuck, this guy's getting robbed. Except he's not getting robbed, he's cracking an egg on his head.
That's funny. Uniquely says, can I get a show with Ruby? Can I honestly, dude, if Ruby's down, Keem should do that. LolCow Love, starring Ruby Spacek and Bald Boy, formerly known as Uniquely. That would be good.
Their ship name is Runiquely.
Once you have a C, D, E, and F circuit, it's basically a tier list.
Ooh.
That's facts. It's a crying tears list. It's way too much. As an audience, hopefully we build where we're not just sharing one audience. And I think the bonus of the different B tiers is that some of our audience just doesn't want to watch the show that's currently live. And if we can set everything up where the counter programming to that is something different enough that it might attract the people who normally would be watching something else to stay within the universe, right? That's the overall global benefit. Keeping people here watching LolCow content would be awesome, because we're trying to build a universe. We've built a universe. We're part of a universe. It's pretty. Some would call it a cult, and those people. You're right. So fucking good.
And I think some of the interns, y'all would really benefit from kind of figuring out which shows have a selective audience. Like, for example, I noticed Cash usually goes live around Queens, which I feel like works for Cash solely for the fact that the Queens audience, the type of people that watch Queens, are not going to be the type of people that watch Cash. They're vastly different shows, two totally different audiences. So he's found a good time slot where he can maximize viewers. I've seen him get up to 200 viewers being in B circuit because he goes during that time slot. Now, I've seen Alpha try to go at the same time as LolCow Live. That is not a good thing. If you are in B circuit, your best move is to not go during LolCow Live, not going during primetime in general. I mean, you could try going against Bus, but they're pulling in a really high concurrent viewer count right now, So your best bet is to try to go earlier in the day to get as many eyes on you, so then you can start going against those primetime shows once people have gotten a taste of what you're like, then they'll know they want to choose you over what's already on.
Possibly, yeah. But if people are in universe and they're getting bored with what's on Lolcow Live, maybe having another option. If it's not the popular option, maybe they're not planning on getting more than 40 or 50 viewers anyways. Maybe those 40 or 50 viewers want that. Who knows?
But they're not getting that. It's like 6 to 7 type of thing.
Never mind.
And that's why I feel like they need to establish an audience in those earlier time slots first, because then you'll actually get the chance of going during Lolcow Live and you might get 50 people. But I feel like there's no potential for that to happen right now when they're setting themselves up for failure by going in time slots that are already so harshly saturated by not only Lolcow content, by other huge creators. That's a reason why Keem says they're primetime slots, because that's when most streams are streaming.
Prickly Pear brings up a great point. Sponsor of the week. This week's sponsor is Nightmare's bus driving service. Normally I would have an image on the screen for this, but the bus is late. I forgot about it.
We're gonna have to extend it into the weekend to make up for it.
We're gonna have to fucking ride that bitch out the ballpark. Fuck.
It'll be okay.
Thank you again, Nightmare's bus driving service.
Did you see that Rastov's back?
What do you mean?
He's back. He announced it in the main chat. He's back. Are
He's
you
back,
happy?
back?
He's back. Yes, he's back.
I get Rastov tomorrow?
You get Rastov tomorrow.
Yes! Oh!
I know you missed him.
Look. It was like 3 shows of balls without Rastov. The first one was insane. My power went out when I was about ready to host the show. Thank goodness young Scooter was there to save the day. But that was an episode of there was 1 ball and 1 nut. And that was weird. And then Boogie and I did an episode, and it was pretty good with Bald Boy. But people were like, dude, we can't have Boogie. So the next day I was like, look, if you just want to pay to kick him. And then today they just paid to kick Boogie and pick on Bald Boy. But I miss Rastov. Want him back?
Hell yeah. He's back.
Dude, that's good news.
He's returned.
That's really good news.
Well, I've got one last story I wanted to cover before we get into Tard of the Day, because last night on Chubby, Keem actually spent some time on the show. He had his camera on, he was talking with the Chubby girls, and he had some stuff to say about the whole A circuit, B circuit situation.
Okay.
That I felt was interesting.
Yeah. Remo says 2.5 balls is back. I know. Uniquely's been missing his other papa. Weird.
The mean dad is back. He's back to rule with the iron fist. Honestly, you've been doing good at playing both sides.
I try and do my best.
Announcement. You guys are going to B circuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in this circuit, you're like a little fish in a big pond. But when you go to B circuit, you're going to be a big fish in a little pond.
Right.
So I'm going to need you guys to run the B circuit schedule.
Oh shit! All right, that's a lot. You got it, because I there's some. It's off.
I'm going to put Chubby in charge. You guys figure out where people are going to be so they can redirect and everyone can get some shine.
You got it.
If you guys want to take the best spot, you can, because you're in charge.
All right.
You know, you're an A circuit show that has moved to B circuit, so you have seniority. All right. So you guys are going to have to work with those other shows over there and be like, look, when can you guys go live? We need to put this here, that there,
Okay.
So I feel like this was kind of going with what I was talking about just then, about how the shows needed some organization. Now he's having the Chubby ladies come in and take over as the managers of the B circuit.
That's great. Chubby, even though they didn't excel here in the LCU, they had a rough go at first. I think they only had 1 hour, but they built everything up. They ran everything. Angie and Amac have both been around for a long time and know the ropes, even before they were on Chubby. They were working on getting on shows. They were in and out of a bunch of different scenarios. Both of them tried out to be a co-host for Queens. You know, this is a smart move putting them in charge. It's going to be I trust both of them in that position.
I feel like they have built up, like Chubby has a really core fan base. If they wanted to go against Live, there's a chance that they could get 50, 100, like who knows? Like there's probably a bunch of people that watch Chubby that aren't going to watch like Queens, aren't going to watch Bus, whatever. So they really do have the potential to be in a really good position being in the B circuit. So I'm happy for them.
Yeah. Rum for Breakfast says missed opportunity on Balls not having AI Rastov. Damn. If I was Chubby, I would think about running the B circuit. I'd stagger the hours so the B circuit starts in between the other shows. I don't know if Keem's going to let them do that, but like halfway through Live or whatever.
That's what Josh has been doing, I think. I think he starts like at the end of Balls and then he finishes like halfway through Queens.
Because I think that's
good
interesting. A lot of times on like Monday Night Wrestling used to have in the late 90s, they would have Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Nitro on at the same time, and they would kind of stagger their start times or go a little over to try and like make sure segments would keep people watching. They would put segments on the show specifically to keep people from turning the channel or knowing that people would be turning the channel because it would be a light slot. They would have something big planned to get your attention. And staggering the times might get people who are interested midway through a show to like, oh, this is live? Maybe I'll give them a look rather than if they both go live at the same time.
Mm. You know, I think that's interesting.
It's a thought. Uniquely
There's a lot
says,
to think about.
I'm going to make an AI song for my love, Ruby. Ruby, love me. Uniquely so in love. It's so toxic.
To say the least. Here is him talking a little bit about what the next host meeting is going to look like.
Job well done, Angie. Yeah, let's go.
I think the next move that we're going to do in the LCU is I'm going to have a meeting here soon. I'm going to try to get all the hosts together. You know, obviously we're going to have our disagreements, you know, and, you know, if someone, you know, does something like Gidgey where there's a major scandal, you know, we're obviously going to hold that person to the fire and call them out, right? That's how we all improve and learn and grow and whatnot. But I want to stop the damn tearing each other down, like in the LCU, because there's all these people outside of there that, you know, that we could focus as a team against, you know?
Absolutely. There is.
There's just so much like jealousy and hate just to hate. And like, I don't know. Has anyone else noticed the LCU? Like every show is like, yeah, well, that show sucks. They just do the same thing and da-da-da-da, and they just this and they just that and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that doesn't really, you know,
it's counterproductive.
Make you better, make your show better by having opinions of just constantly putting everyone else in the LCU down. What you're really doing is you're just like hurting the brand that you're a part of, you know?
Yep.
So,
Oh, we know. We were always the show that everyone said sucked. So we know how that feels.
Yeah. So, and then what we, you know, of course we got sucked into it. And then I think we've tried to come away from it. Yeah. Call things out when they need to be called out, but we tried to do other things. But I do think as a team in the LCU going after other people, I think that would be fun.
This is kind of what he was talking about the other day when he brought up the whole, I think it was the Valkyrie thing and the whole, like Jason the Ween thing, like where we could be going after these like Twitch streamers and like, you know, trying to get like new audiences in other places. And I honestly think this is a really good move for the LCU.
That's what I said in my campaign video tonight. And that's what I said originally on Rewind when I announced I'd be running for president. I suggested that too. So I'm on board with this. I think it's a great idea. I've been thinking about it for a while. Why waste our manpower eating each other when we could go down and devour worlds? We could become Galactus. Rum for Breakfast is true, Keem. One show even has a kill cam. Why would we do that? The kill cam? Fucked up, Zay. How could we do that?
I know, right?
How could we do that? I'm
actually just so fucked for the kill cam.
I'm actually like, they're not hurt about it. I'm hurt about it, Zay. How could we do that?
I know. We're just so fucking wrong for that. Rewind's always going to be that show that sadly critiques people. It's part of what comes into it. When we're rewinding these clips, we're going to have opinions. They may not always be positive, but I to try to bring up positive sides of every single show if I am talking negatively about it. I don't think Bust is a bad show. I brought up they're doing good on concurrent viewers. They've definitely had positive moments. I just want to see them not do a goal-centered show. That's it.
I'm excited. My mom was watching Bust tonight, and she was really into the idea of them switching their roles.
Yes, I am excited to see that. Mm-hmm.
Sweet Tea's plan for tomorrow's Bus is an improv, and they switch their instead of corporate wives, house husbands, it would be Sweet Tea as a manager of Buff and Nightmare as male strippers or Brokeback Mountain theme. They need to start listening to our Sweet Tea and let her be in charge. That'd be fun.
I feel like Sweet Tea Improv is going to end up kind of funny, so I'm excited to see what comes out of that. We'll definitely be covering some of that tomorrow. No. What did our tart of the day poll end up at?
My mom on balls. One tart of the day.
Well, that means you won tart of the day because you got yelled at.
It's my mom, maybe. One. My mom won.
No, you won. Your mom's a sweet angel. She yelled. You won tart of the day, Billy. Congratulations.
I think it said my mom won.
I guess she wins by proxy, you know, because she's your mom.
Yeah, it's my mom. I win, she wins.
You'll give her the win.
It's family.
You win together.
What do we got a clip of it?
Yep, I'm pulling that up right now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom winning me tart of the day.
This is Billy getting yelled at for being too mean to Bald Boy.
What the fuck? Hold on. Mom, I'm live on Local Balls right now. What's up?
You're gonna write bitch down your front.
Mom,
would you tell your intern to not listen to you for the rest of the show, please?
No, Mom. Bye. My mom.
I like your mom. Your mom's very nice.
Well, yeah, of course she is. Why would she say that?
Because she's nice. And you're mean.
What? How am I mean?
Billy's mom out here siding with her new grandson.
The little blue-faced guy, he said shortly afterwards I wasn't that mean. He's very gung-ho with all this. I think he's a sexually frustrated brat. And I think he gets off on all this. You can see how giddy he is when he gets up to go do something. He's like, ooh. He's like a little gay boy who's so happy to have his daddy spank him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that's not like anti-gay or anything. That's what I'm saying. It's like he gets off on the spankings is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
He likes it rough. Yeah, he's into that BDSM shit.
He seems to enjoy half of it. The other half he moans and cries. But it is what it is.
Here's our second place tart of the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're giving it to
Remo
him.
says W for Bald Braveheart. Ruby, hit him up. Yeah. Go get fucking Billiam Baldus over there, Ruby. He's the man. Bald boy, get him.
Here's Twiggy making up a little rumor in the Discord.
I did start a rumor in the Discord that I had sex with Tina while I was at her house.
I can disprove that with something that happened today, but I won't do that.
I can confirm it did happen, right, Say?
Oh, yeah, the smells. It sounded like two grizzlies fighting over a fucking salmon, too.
I heard her. I saw them go back in the bedroom, and then I just heard what I assumed to be an incredibly vicious fight.
I
have no idea.
exploded.
They
I
just came out
exploded
smoking.
like Johnny Sins, dude. I've never had that much stuff gushing out of me. It was wild.
Yeah, she's fast when she's on top.
Tina's surprisingly tight.
She's agile.
Yeah. Flexible.
Lady Lithium, hope your mouth
She
feels
should get
better
one of her
soon,
legs
Steak.
behind her head.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
JC Johnson, Cash Cow, member for 1 month.
What the fuck did I just listen to? Did he say it was like... Did he say it was like two grizzlies fighting over a salmon?
Yeah, he did.
Dude. Mike even bragged. Like, yeah, she said she can get her leg behind her head because the leg's detachable. That's cold work.
It's cold work.
Poor Tina. I'm sorry that was said about you. All that nastiness. Boo hiss.
Billy, we need to have a goal to kill the fucking fly in your room because it is driving me insane today.
I
Where is
know.
it? It like just keeps coming in the camera.
I got like one little guy. I don't know if he's going the camera or the light or whatever.
Get him. Yes, please.
I don't know. It's bothering me. It's that season again.
Also, I hope everyone knows me saying a goal was a joke. Please. They're going to clip me out of
Who
context
the fuck
now,
cares?
please.
It's not about... Do it! You see how we react to it. And then see who the fucking...
Wait, can someone make a kill cam on me?
Please.
A rewind kill cam? That'd be great.
Do it. See what happens. Stop getting butthurt over the fucking LCU shit, or we're gonna keep doing it. Uniquely says, I need Ruby's Discord to hit her up DM. Stop. Uniquely says, I'm not getting off. Yeah, sure.
We didn't get to touch on Queens at all today. Run for Breakfast in the chat said Queens is doing so well without Gidgey. I'm almost glad she refused to do any punishments or be apologetic in any way. Queens today got taken down because they did a piñata, and inside the piñata was flour. I don't know. Flour and syringes is all I remember. They had Tina break open a fucking piñata full of flour, syringes, and whatever the fuck else. That's all I can remember. Why the fuck were there syringes in the piñata?
Well, it's candy. It's candy for some adults.
Not to a baby.
No, but the baby's not playing with that piñata. It's Tina. See, Tina used to like Butterfingers and Snickers, but now she chases a new kind of rush. It's heroin. That wasn't flour. That was China White.
Shit, I know the roaches were lit as fuck when she broke that shit open. At least 4 of them got stabbed.
So it got taken down?
Yeah, the Queen stream is totally taken down. I tried to get like some of the clips of like the funnier shit that happened, especially with the whole Denmark thing. Couldn't get any of it.
Yeah.
I assume. Oh, cigarette butts. That was the other thing. Cigarette butts.
Ooh. Cigarette flow. There you go. She got the cigarette butt syringe and flour piñata. You can't buy
Vagisil. That was the other one. Vagisil. Pills. Yeah. All this shit. There's so much shit in this fucking piñata. Like,
okay. But we can't see it. It was taken down.
yeah. I'm assuming it was taken down because of the whole, see, when Mike got very heated in the whole, like, Denmark thing, he said some crazy shit, about, you know, flying to Denmark. So I think that's why they removed it, because he did apologize.
Yeah. I've noticed we have streams taken down a lot more lately than we did at the beginning, huh?
Really making my job hard, y'all. Like, you gotta chill on this TOS shit or whatever the fuck you're doing. Because how the fuck am I supposed to play clips of your stream if it's gone? And Queens was kind of funny today.
Damn. But we did wrap it up. We did talk about it a little bit, so that's good. We got the conversation going.
Yeah, I think we hit pretty much every show today. Oh, Batgirl in a bikini on Cafe today.
Oh, gosh. We're going to have to show the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't leave them without that. That's for damn sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do think Cafe has recently been threatened to be canceled, right? They clickbaited it. But now I think the new meta is you can pay to have Batgirl remove her clothes. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, they did. I'm grabbing the exact timestamp.
They're climbing back up on the leaderboard. Smart. Zay, how much do you think the audience would pay to have me remove my clothes?
Start plotting, Billy.
Guys, we got a new goal.
All right, so here's the moment where they get the 50 gifted, and we get the Batgirl bikini moment.
The Batgirl name on that, like the text on that, looks dope. Mine's
Yeah, it
fucking,
does. It really pops.
My fucking text on my shit is a red, like what, Arial font? Is that Arial?
Yeah, mine is also in Arial font. What the fuck is up with that?
Her shit's fucking thwomping.
I know. I want like a cool cartoon font.
For real. The fuck?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
We're gonna move up to spot 11.
I need to take off my jacket for that. Holy fuck.
Thank you so much.
Holy
We do
shit.
appreciate it.
How long should I keep this bitch on for?
Give it 5. Give it 5. How much does that cost?
Okay.
How much does that cost? I'm not even
Well,
totally familiar with it.
memberships are like 5, or like the gifted ones are like $5 each. So that's like, yeah, $250 in memberships. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. Everybody thank whoever, like, what was it name? Blood Sugar? I think it was it.
Keep it on to the bottom of the hour.
Yeah.
So that's the Batgirl bikini stream.
I think we're gonna need another kill shot video. You could just, put all the kill shots where Batgirl gets paid to take off her clothes together. We'll see that one. Are they gonna change their name to Lolcow Bust?
They might got it with that one.
And that's
I gotta say, Batgirl, those are some bazingas.
That's no. I wasn't making a joke about her boobs, not her bust. I was like, all the guys busting, watching Cafe.
No, I knew what you were saying. I'm saying, Batgirl, you got some fucking bazingas.
I was saying them both. It was a double entendre. I felt
like
gross.
the cartoon, like Wile E. Coyote, like.
Zumba. Yeah.
I need to stop. I can't goon.
Let's be real. Ivixie, we don't got to go to Toontown. We got Cafe. But that's it. That was our Cafe moment. I don't know if we're missing anything else. Did we cover nerds today? I will say this. Last night on Rewind, we had the serial killer fellow come up, and he kind of called out Lacey and Buff on nerds, and they both came up here and said they were not going to engage him. I will say we didn't have time for them to engage him anyways. So when I said that they were content cucks, I was also just talking shit. I didn't expect them to actually engage him in the last 4 minutes of our show. And I saw Lacey post on Twitter today. I'm actually going to pull up her tweet because I was tagged in it. And it was very important. It was very important that this gets read. Someone on Twitter said, this is a universe where you're supposed to help each other each show. Let Billy and Zay tell the story of what's going on your show, Lacey. And Lacey responded because they were saying the whole save it for my show thing is so fake and gray. But then they said, Lacey responded, they can tell the recap, but I'm not duking it out with a weirdo on Rewind because then I had to suffer and get zero benefits. The only reason I even entertained talking with him was for the content. If you don't like that, then cry over something I don't know, but get the fuck over it. Yeah. I don't think that she was actually cucking the content. I was joking because we literally had like 3 minutes left. What were they going to say or do there? She came up to say she wasn't going to talk to him on Rewind. She's not going to pay him any mind because he didn't come on her show. And we had thought that he was told to cool the fuck down and not do the show. But she said, no, Keem actually said to do the show. So at some point, who the fuck cares? Get over it. Like she said.
Pretty much. As far as what else happened on Nerds today, the only other thing, they had their whole like goal for the whole black face mask. They hit that today. Mike came up for about like an hour, so they spent like a good time like interviewing, just talking, shooting the shit with Mike. And then Eric at the very beginning of the stream actually came up and said that he thinks he has realized that streaming just isn't for him.
Oh shit.
So it seems like Eric is officially making his final exit from the LCU.
He's just going to go back to doing Lego movies?
Yeah, I'm assuming. I mean, he's working on the Rewind docket, so maybe he's enjoying that.
That's good. That's good. There you go. Eric is no longer chasing the A circuit. He did have something going on in his head when he was on Cash the other day. You could see him really mulling over some issues. So Cool. Oh shit! You just says bus announcement. Goals will now be called moles.
Fair play. Fair play.
Nice. We're gonna hit those moles.
Oh, I know. Got a lot of moles to hit this week, Billy.
I think we've sufficiently pissed off everybody, which is good. Starting my presidential run with enemies, it's going to make me work harder for it, I'm pretty sure.
You got to make the enemies before you can make them your friends, Billy.
That's how you know you're allies. This is where we find our true allies.
You know, for real. iVixie in the chat. Hi, iVixie. How you doing today?
Hello, what? iVixie, we said that your cartoon boobs ain't got nothing on Cafe. Cafe's got IRL boobs. That's your name got brought up. iVixie, are you going to jump up on Rewind right now? Is that what you're doing? Right? iVixie's never came on Rewind.
Something.
Come up right now.
iVixie, you've never been on Rewind? iVixie, come on Rewind.
Come on right now.
I know. I love her.
Come on right now.
If not, then Rastov, you come on right now. You haven't seen Billy in days.
He's going to make me wait, I think. I hope he answers your call.
He's going to make you wait.
I hope he just shows up.
Too.
But I think he's probably not even home yet, I imagine. Did he say he's home? Or he say he's
he
back?
put a little announcement in the thing. He wrote a massive "You're welcome to Yo Mama" on his second place in the election. I know you'll do what I couldn't, and that's lose to Billy the Fridge. Shit's going to be fire. Look out for our AI slop, How to Lose an Election in 28 Days, featuring Yo Mama.
Oh shit! Rasto says, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. How to Lose an Election, not in 28 days. It's going to be November 4th. But he probably already started losing before this, so it's fine. W. Rastov.
Oh, Gaff brings up a good point. He said, Billy, did you see Smooch glazing you on Reaper? She said she can rap all of Feels Batman.
Better than I could do. Last time I performed Feels Batman live, I fucked up like the last half of the first or second verse or something. It was embarrassing. I fucked it up, but it still worked out. Rastov, you're live on LolcowRewind.
He's here. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yo. Oh,
the community
so tired,
was in
dude.
shambles without you. You can't leave.
Dude,
like
I heard
this
everything.
again.
I played true or false with the Discord and asked all of the things that I had DMs about, and all of them were true or false. The crazy ones, like none of it made sense.
What was the craziest DM that you got while you were gone?
Dude, there was so many. Like I got so many people telling me that live was better without me, and then apparently that's not true. But also, the Gamers Asylum is a chick, and now managing nuts, and fucking fell in love with a cartoon.
Yeah.
Well,
you missed the whole arc of Gamers Asylum. That's fucked.
The Gamers Asylum is not a chick. He pretended to be a chick, Cassandra, right?
All right.
So, but yeah, and he seemed to have a little thing for a cartoon. Hugh Jazz says, "Yay, Rastov!" As Hugh missed you. Did you hear?
I missed a lot of people.
Did you hear Hugh's crown lapse today? He's no longer a crown in the LCU.
Yeah, I saw his post with all of the cool like memories and merch.
Yeah, it was
so cool.
It was very sweet little thing that only the crowns could see, and now he gone. But he's still here,
dude.
He's still here.
Apparently this isn't funny, but Borg Boy got beat up by a girl. Like apparently it was very
You
bad.
missed everything.
You
yeah,
weren't here for
dude.
that.
He got
Holy
pummeled.
shit.
You missed a
Dude,
lot,
I've been seeing the
dude.
clip like so many times since I asked that one in chat, and I was like, "Wait, can I laugh at this? Because this seems serious.
It
Was
is
this
serious.
a joke?
It
I
is
don't think it
serious.
was.
It is. It really happened.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. It's funny. The day that you left was one of the craziest fucking days in recent memory, and the days since have been just as fucking crazy. Not just
Team
as crazy.
called me the day that I was figuring out whether or not I would have to travel or not.
Yeah.
I did. He said that I think it started off with like Cafe, Tommy crying about a time slot for 2 hours, Lacey crying for 2 hours about something random, Test having to get taken down because of a fight, me not being there on balls, but also your internet disappearing. Queens didn't start for 15 minutes. Live was a technical issue shit show. And Sweet Tea was apparently not there on fucking bus because she was sick.
Did that happen? I missed that.
No, she did end up showing up.
She ended up showing up? Okay. Because that was, he literally called me and was like, bro, you're not going to believe what happened today. Because he was checking in. He's a good boss. He was checking in to see if I was okay. And he wanted to make me laugh. And he did. Because I was like, there's no way. There's no way that I was only, like, I wasn't even the weirdest thing that happened.
No,
so that's good.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. You just were in the middle of a crazy day. And
One thing, hold on. There is an intern that literally wants to turn Lacey into a lampshade, and we're all like, ha 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 ha, this is funny. What? What are we allowing?
Does he want to turn her? Does he want to turn her into a lampshade? Keem wanted proof, and we still haven't got the proof.
This is what I was told, okay? This is what I was told. Apparently he's got a little shrine to her and everything, and his wife wants to fight her.
He wrote some shit on the wall.
I
think he might have a little advance problem, a little upper problem. He's got a little uppers.
You mean Vyvanse?
Vyvanse, that's the one. Vyvanse, got a little Vyvanse. He likes his Vyvanse. He doesn't sleep very well. So it is on borderline of what is going on, but the problem is we haven't had a clear issue of what's going on from the side accusing him of the lampshade stuff. It seems to only be he's creepy. But
well, I did ask him in Maine why he was so fixated, and he didn't say I'm not. He gave me an actual response.
Yeah.
So, I think he might be.
Yeah.
There's just so many things that have happened.
Yeah, a lot's happened. Gafgarian says, Your Royal Highness, the Gamers Asylum is one of the world's the weirdo VTuber orbiters that Keem didn't want to have around here. So he hired him. But not Ivixie. Ivixie, the VTuber, couldn't get hired, but the weird VTuber orbiter is now the manager of LolCow Nuts.
Apparently Scooter rubbed shit on himself as well.
What? Did that happen?
What?
He rubbed shit on himself and made Nightmare throw up, I was told.
What?
He rubbed shit on himself? No? I guess
I
no. I
hope
guess
not.
not,
I
not
really
everything
hope
I was
not.
told was true, okay? Because they said Live was better without me. Apparently Balls was good.
Balls.
One of these is labored. Scooter does the truffle shuffle.
Balls-
So might have. He actually might have. Never mind. Sorry.
Balls was able to hold up without you. It was barely holding up without you. Christopher Williams says, missed you, Rastov. Hope everything's okay with you and your fam. Thank you, Christopher Williams.
Appreciate that. I got sent this photo. and I
Albert
would
covered
love it if
himself
you
in
could give me
mustard.
some-
Scooter didn't cover himself in shit.
If you could give me some context on what this is, I would greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our job.
What the fuck is Scooter doing here?
I have no idea. Someone DM just DM me that picture. That's it. Just DM that to me. No context, nothing. What the fuck happened here?
Maybe it's better like that, huh?
I mean, I'm not sure what the relevance of this was, but no one can really tell me.
The best way I can explain it is like normal nuts, but Huge Ass gave you the actual explanation.
Are those
as well.
normal nuts?
But it's
Those
funnier
look-
it's funnier to live in whimsy with this one.
Say,
please.
are
It's way
those
funnier if you
are
don't
those
look.
normal nuts? Normal nuts aren't that white, are they? They're usually a little clearer, like have an off-white. That doesn't look like a normal nut to me. That looks like glue.
Depends on it depends
Are
on
they
your
that?
diet.
Might not
Are they
drink
that
a lot of
milky?
water.
Yeah.
Those
You
are.
might not drink a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
water.
I'm standing on the side of that being an abnormal nut.
Yes, that
Well,
is.
so you want to
that is-
cancel Aussie?
Well, as my first presidential decree, they asked me what I would do if I had to cancel a show, and at the time I didn't realize Twiggy was back, and Steak was suffering on his own. I said cancel Aussie.
I would honestly say just fucking rebrand it and start from scratch.
Well, that would be canceling it, right?
And their cow is like one of the coolest fucking cows in the universe now. And what the fuck did Keem do to the Bulls cow, by the way?
Well, I think it's back, but he turned it into a testicle festival.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was a testicular.
You didn't like the naked mole cow?
No.
That looked terrible.
Gafgarian says Rastov the Balls cow has made multiple iterations. Yeah, we've seen a lot since you've been gone. It's been fucked. Mau Mau says Rastov back from hacking PlayStation and YouTube, you little rascal.
Been real busy. Real busy.
Guys, we are about to send you over to LolCow Nuts. I'm glad to have Rastov back. Zay, we've survived an episode of Rewind with only making mini enemies. There's going to be,
to say the least.
There's going to be a big day tomorrow. I'm excited to face it forward. Holy shit. The Gamers Asylum, we have like no time. What's going on?
Holy shit.
Are you there?
Fall in love with a cartoon, dude?
He did. He gooned to the tune.
All right, if he's not talking.
You know what? Sweet Tea does it.
I'm sending us over to LolCow Nuts. I think you're in the wrong room, dude. Guys, go watch LolCow Nuts. Anything you guys want to say before we go?
It's been a great episode. And shout out to Gaff, Cassie Ulin, and Dude Here, 1342, for being Billy's first endorsements for his second campaign video. We will be running this again tomorrow.
Yes. Have a good night. Good to have you back, Rastov.
Thank you.